Well, hello there, folks. This is Will, K-Mac Vintage. Um, I've put aside the Apple III for now because I'm waiting for some info to come about some issues with it, and um, there's some chips that I need that I don't have right now. So I'll have to order those, and we go on from there with it. And I also have my own Apple III coming now. Although this one I'm working on as a plus, I do have my Apple III coming, so I'll have another machine soon that I can work with and test with. So I'm looking forward to actually that. So in the meantime, I'm going to start doing some other things that I need to get done. Um, so one of the first things I want to do is I recently bought from Joe's Computer Museum. I bought the Universal video board for the Apple III, since I have some of them now, and I need to get. Um, although I do have a monitor 3. I do have a couple green screen composite monitors, like the one for the Apple IIc. I have another one for the two for the 2E, the one that tilts, the one you can push and it tilts a little bit. I do have that too. Um, I have a 2GS color monitor composite, so this will allow me to work with that port and test and see if it will allow me to do more options with the Apple IIIs, and check and see what the problems are. Anyway, what my problem is right now with the Apple III, and I don't know if anyone out there has encountered it, is that um, some of my address lines are actually missing. They're not there. Um, they're not there. I mean, address 0, 1, and 2 are there on the CPU. I see them, but then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, they are low. They're not there, and when I check the continuity between the CPU for those address lines to the ROM and to the buffer chip and all that, it's fine. And so somewhere there's some chip that's not working right, and I hope it's not a custom chip because then it's gonna be hard. That's gonna be a bit difficult. So one that I'm gonna try is the 6522 chip and see. That's the VIA. That's the MOS 6522. Luckily, there's a lot of machines that use that. I think I actually have one sitting here too. So, no, I know what it is. This is something else. This is a ROM. That's bad. Anyway, is it B? Yeah, this is a ROM. I put that chip back on the donor board. So I'll have to take it off. But yes, that's a 6522. I can try that. I came from a plus, from a donor plus. Anyway, what I'm gonna do is we're gonna start working on building this board here. This is what it looks. This is it. This is the plan. All the parts for it, connectors and so forth, and the board. Um, it's a bit different of a build, so we will start it. And if I need to take a break, I'll pause my actually recording and then just resume it. Ah, weird. Okay. So, but there's some very small things. There's one small not transit, not inverter here to put on it. So we'll do that first because that's the tiniest little piece. Then I think we'll go to do the two actually capacitors. There's 100 nanofarad and a 47 picofarad little capacitors there. Then we have, well, there are two actually hundreds. Did they give me two? Joe, I only see one in here, so but your drawing calls for two. This is the 47, but I actually have these if I need to, so that's not a problem. But your drawing here calls for two. On your board, you have two. But in Mr. Little Baggy here, there's only one right down there. Anyway, so let's get this going. Let me make sure my iron is on. No. We got to get back to that 6100 board too that I need to work on. That one is a bit more complicated. I'm just trying to set myself up right now. Give me 1 second here, then I'll switch over to the scope view. Okay, so flux, solder, scope view. Okay, there we are. We have a little knot that has to go right there. Okay, so I'll put down some flux first so that I have something sticky. Okay, I want to use my other tweezers for these. Yeah. And let's go take this out of the baggie. Bags are good to have. Let's bring that little guy and stick it on there. Well, this is why I want it sticky. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit of solder on my tip. There we go. 1, 2, 3. We are connected. That is connected. Now let's go do our 100 picofarad and our 47. Let me see if I can find another 100. See if I have one here. I should. There's this kit here. Picofarad. No, it's not 100 picofarads. It's 100 nanofarad that I need. So that should be this one. Not bigger than the one he has. One of 4. 100 nanofarad. Oh, my eyes started watering, burning. See what's written on this one. This is the one that came with it. 103 BC. 3 is just 10. It has 100 N written. I might have to message him and see what has to be. So for now, I'm gonna put on the one of his, and then we'll go from there. The board here calls for 100 N. Anyway, let's go. Let's go put that on. Put this one here. I need to go. All right, so let's go. Let's continue with this. We're gonna put in this 47 picofarad capacitor that goes right there. I have that in my hand here. Bend that over. Since I only have one of the hundreds, I'm gonna go ahead and put that into and bend it over, and then we solder both of them at the same time. Supposed to be two of them, but I only got one, so. Alright, so if we flip this over, first we go solder. We are right there. My focus pretty good. Yours is a bit off. There you go. Oh. I was away because I had to go wash my eyes, and that they were really burning, stinging. Okay, so let's go ahead and solder that, solder that. Let's get this other one over here. Solder that. Solder that. Okay. Okay, we can snip these. Okay, so those are now snipped there and there, there and there. Okay. I like to stay clean as I work. Okay. Next, I want to do these things that are in the middle. Okay, because they're be a bit harder to put in. So if I read from his instructions, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 sixes to go there, and then the 2 4s. Okay, so basically, he has the bags numbered. Okay, like this one here says 6 on it. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I show 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them total. But here you see he has on the board, he has it listed. Okay, he has it numbered. That's a 6, a 6, a 6, and a 6. So the 6s go there. So I need 4 of them. Oh, you're out of focus. Okay, there. I need four of them. One, two, three, four. I'm gonna work on the center cluster first for now, okay? So we're gonna be putting some of these in, and see right there, there, and here. Okay, there's one. These legs got bent in the packaging, so I gotta straighten them up. Okay, let's push another one in. Them right here. It's out of focus for me too because it is raised a little bit. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and solder those because or else things will get in my way. Okay, so we can see them pretty good there. Okay, so let's go ahead and solder these two in. I had one comment from some viewer that said that he really loves my content, but that the progress moves very slow, and that I should be more prepared and somewhat scripted. But this type of work, how can you script this type of work? This repair stuff cannot be scripted. And really, I don't edit my videos. I put them out the way they're made, and so if it moves slow, one is because I'm taking my time. Two, I want to do it correct, and three, it's here to also teach you. So I really don't know what else I can do to make it easier for you. I mean, I don't know. What do you want me to do? I mean, I'm not gonna spend hours editing video, taking away my time from making them and fixing repair and doing rebuilds and repairs. So I do my videos and in the raw format is what I put out. I'm not gonna spend hours editing and putting in titles and word and different still shots and all this other stuff just to make it fun for you. So So if it's a bit boring for you or moving too slow, I mean, you can fast forward, you can skip, you can jump, you can do as you please with it. Or you can choose not to watch. But I do my content a certain way because I don't want it to be edited. I don't have time for me to be editing. I'm not going to edit. Okay. Those sixes are on. Now let's go put in these two fours. Okay, there are two fours that need to go in right there. Hey, my baggie open. I just need two of you to come out. Okay, two. So, and I do try to talk as much as I can during my videos and have chit chat. Uh, but that's why I kind of like the live feeds more because they have two-way interaction, which I really like. But my channel not big enough yet. These two go the other way. See that? And so I went and bent this the wrong way, thinking it goes that way. So now I gotta pull this leg back the other way. Okay, so okay, let's push this one in now. It's the 201. This one too, forward. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, solder time. My dental picks. How I love them. Okay, we'll be there with the solder. I think so. Let's do our snips. Soldering okay there? Everyone happy? I think it looks pretty good. Let's give it a little clean. And let's go take a look again. Yep. Oh, okay. Now we are moving on to the resistors. The way he has some of these resistors. Oh, boy. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 47s. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put in these 47s right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. But the way Joe designed this, the resistors, instead of flat, they're sticking up. Okay, so let's say we are going to bend up. Yeah, let's put the yellow down, so then we'll put the gold up. So we gotta bend like this. Let me bend it, and then I'll show you. I'll show you it. Okay, so we gotta bend something like this. Okay. Then we can come in and stick it in, and it will be standing up. Okay. It will be standing up. It will look something like this. I don't know if I can. There, okay, you see? It'll be standing up like she does. Okay, so let's bend the other ones. I'm bending the yellow side down, so the gold side has to get bent. And I guess it's nice. It's a neat way. It's a compact way. I mean, it's done to keep the board in a small size. One more 47. Yellow side down, so gold I. Okay, nice and neat. There they are. See? Okay, standing up nice and neat. Okay, so we're gonna go solder them now. There they are. My focus is bad, so I gotta fix my focus, and I'll fix yours in a minute. Yours is good too. Okay, so we have that to solder. Oh, that Apple III is still on my mind, wondering what it could be. And I'm getting a strange checkerboard pattern on the screen circling around, and I've checked with Joe from Joe's Computer Museum and his wonderful channel, and he does say it is garbage on the line, and I can see that the lines are not even up. But the Apple III, the whole Apple II and 3 series handles things so different. and I'm really new to the Apple 3 and 2 series. I've not done much with them. Okay, I stand the legs back up because it's easier for me to get in there for me to solder. And they're not gonna go anywhere. The resistors are pretty much in pretty good. Okay. I want to zoom in a bit more because I can see it better and y'all can see it better too. Okay, there we are. So let's do our snips. Okay. We have those four, and I have one 10K that needs to go right there. So let's pull that out. 3K, 10K, one, just one. Ah, I'm getting a lot of small little baggies. Thank you. I like them. Oh, this is a very tiny little sucker. There we are. On these, we did gold up, so we'll do the same thing again. Solder that one. It's right there. It's very dirty. I'm not using that much heat. Oh, yeah, it's let me come down to actually 300. I like 300 safer. I like sanding them up because it makes it easier for me to cut. And the other reason is if someone later wants to come and suck them out with a solder sucker or something, it's a bit easier. Okay. So we have one. We have another one that needs to go right there. That's a 3K. So there's our 47s, our 10K, 47P. We have a 3K that needs to go right there. Okay. It looks at it there, right there. Okay. When I drop the board, it's gonna go out of focus. Okay. So, but that's okay. Let me find the 3K. Yeah. Okay. There's a bunch of 3Ks here, but I just need one. So we'll take one for now. Again, too, we had gold up on top, so we will continue with that pattern. I could smell some wood burning. The soldering iron was touching my wooden desk, my wooden table here. Okay, so we continue that pattern with the gold up. And we have to solder that one. Okay. Okay. So we are done in that cluster. So now let's go to the side here. Okay. That's where that 100 nanofarad cap has to go, which I may just put my own. So we have another, we have a 100 ohm resistor that's got to go there. That's the only thing that says, okay. Yeah, where's the one? I only need one right now, so we'll take one. There it is. We have a 470. There are two 470s that have to go on this board, but I only need one. So the blue is the 100. Okay, put away the 470. 270s. There's four of them. There's four in this bag. So, okay, let's start putting things in. We will throw them all in. Okay, any gold here? No. So we can bend either side to get them both the same. Alright, so there's the 100. That's the 470. It has gold on top, so we will put the gold on top. Okay. Then we have these four 270s. There's only four, so we'll do all four. Okay, any gold in them? We put the gold on top. Yes. So right on the bottom. Again, see right there. So we come in. Come on, get it in there. I used to putting something in such a small little hole. Putting something so small into the little hole. No pun intended. I am gonna get a headset mic. That makes it a bit easier to talk. That way I don't have no dead spots. Because sometimes the microphone's a little bit too far away because of other things that are in the way. Okay, so we're coming along nicely there, see? So the last 270. Now we have to come and solder. Let's see, where are we? There we are. Okay, so let's get the soldering done. Two, three, four, five, six. Turn it back around because it's easier for me to come from the outside. Then I don't bother that soldering that's in the middle. One, two, three, four, five, six. Okay. We come and do our snipping. Okay, so are we done with that cluster there in the middle? Yes, we are. We're done with that cluster in the middle. Okay, now we're coming over here. So, I think I'm going to put in the edge transistors first. Then we'll come and do the resistors. Okay, so we have 3 number 6s and 3 number 4s to put in. So number 6s are in the middle, so let's get them done. Should be 3, and I have 3. Okay, and these have to go. Okay, so the center leg, I'm gonna pull back a bit. And let's go ahead and get this one in there. See, this is gonna go right there. The pattern on the silk screen shows the flat end to my left, which is the way that I'm putting this in. So, see, flat to the left. Okay. Same thing with this one, with this next one. And the last one. There we go. So let's solder that. All right, it's order time. Let's get this first one up here. So it's still nice to sit here in the afternoon and in my retired life, and I'm putting together a circuit board that I bought as a kid. An email came in, eBay. What does eBay want to sell me now? Make an offer. Oh, that might be worthwhile. I'm gonna tell you my offer because it is Mac related, vintage related. So it's nice to sit here. I mean, look, I enjoy this stuff. I don't care how long it takes me. I'm in no rush. Uh, I want to have some nice chit chat. Tell you a little bit about life in general. Did you know, as a child, my parents were living here in Cayman? So talking about chit chat, and at that time, I mean, you gotta remember, this is the '80s. This is the early '80s. This is, well, no, this is more like the middle '80s. The schools down here were not the best. Okay, and especially if you wanted to go into the U.S. university system, university college, and so forth, having a graduation from a school in the States was a lot better. So, guess what happened to me? I went to private boarding school. And I went to a nice one. I really enjoyed it. I mean, I like the school. It's in the northeast corner of Georgia. It's called Raven Gap Nakuchi School. It is co-ed, thank God. Boy, did some bad stuff go on there. Uh, but never got caught, never got in trouble for it. uh, um, Great school. I still go up there and visit now and then, not too often. And it's now it's a lot different. It's bigger. It's got a lot more activity. And at that time, it was known as the Raven Gap Indians. But now with the ethical correct stuff, they can't be called the Indians no more, and they had to change their names. Now it's changed to Eagles. I don't know. This whole thing about that, you know, why did it never bother people before? And now all of a sudden it bothers them. It's a freaking name. It's a mascot. Let it be. Jeez. It should be honored. It should be proud that you're represent what you're representing there. Anyway, so it was a boarding school. I went there for 3 years. Graduated from actually there. Um, that's where I got into some computer stuff with the teacher at that time was Mr. David Summers. Still a person that I keep in touch with. He was a computer teacher, tennis coach, soccer coach. Um, so um, there, yes, I went to the school. I did take my computer with me, which at that time was a Commodore 64, which then became a 128. But at the school too, I started programming and learning with, with David. And sorry, I dropped it to my sister. I had to pick it up. Um, we what they had there was Radio Shack TRS 80s, the 3 version, all in one. So, but then too, we dove into PCs. They had a couple Zenith machines. Apparently, the typing class was using Zenith machines that were massive. I mean, huge things running actually CPM, and they were using WordStar as their word processor to learn typing and that. I mean, printers that were humongous and loud. Oh my God, those things took up a lot of space. But in the long run, too, I mean, yes, they used actually 5 1/4 inch floppies, but David also had some in his lab upstairs, and those used the 8 inch floppies and had a hard drive, a whopping 2 megabytes, or was it 5 megabyte hard drive? And the thing was the size, the actually floppy drive and the hard drive unit, which was all in one, was like the size of a suitcase, and probably weighed a good 60, 80 pounds also. But I ended up moving one of those machines to my dorm room where I could work on it at night and weekends and that. And I learned C Basic, and I wrote a scheduling grading program for the school, and did some amazing things with that machine. I mean, uh, cursor actually manipulation with the keys, not something that was very easy to do at that time. So it was fun. I also We also built some PCs. I remember MFM actually hard drives, full size that would fit inside the IBM clone cases, and those damn things were huge. They were huge. Oh. Okay, I think we're gonna do some of these resistors that are in the middle first. You see how right there's 100 and another 100 and a 75. Here the same thing, a 75 and a two 100s and a 3K there on the side. Here too there's a 3K. Then this last one has a 470 there. Joe, where's the one UF capacitor? You didn't send that. We still need that. Okay, so let's go to where we are. We have two 100s right there in the middle. Let's see how many 100s we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this will finish the actually hundreds. So let's put all those in. So that school was fun. I mean, I did quite a bit of computer stuff there and learning there and so forth. And then even after, I I continued writing. I graduated from there in '87. I stayed in the Atlanta area. I went to Univeral. I went to DeVry for a while. I did very good there. Then I transferred to actually uh, Georgia State, which was in downtown Atlanta. Had quite a few friends at actually Georgia Tech. Um, so um, I continued to write programs. I mean, I then got into the DOS machines, into the command line DOS. Not at that time there was no actually Windows yet. Um, the Macintoshes were just coming out. I remember going to see a Macintosh for the school for their newspaper or their newsletter they wanted to do at that time, and it was like, wow. Desktop publishing software was just coming out, and what they ended up doing was buying, I think the program's name was actually Ventura Desktop Publishing, something like that. Ended up buying that for the PC and running it from a PC. Remember when I saw my first optical mouse and it had to use a special mouse pad with the actually grid lines on the bottom on it so that the sensors could actually see that. So anyway, yeah, a lot of interesting stuff. So, but also fun stuff. I mean, that time was fun with actually computers and that. So, um, I remember having an old XT. I think it was an XT, and I modified my program of the school scheduling and grading system management system, and wrote it in actually DBase 3. So that was fun. And they bought the program from me. They used it for years. Um, so yes, it was fun. I mean, and I had a oh god, what's my eye starting to water again. Am I missing 100? Yes. Where did one go? God, I'm missing one. Luckily, I have these because there was six in that bag. One, two, three, four, five. I've only put in five. I have to see. Maybe it fell on the ground. Give me 1 second here, guys. Let me see. Maybe it's in the lab. Okay, there it is. Oh, you fell on the ground. Well, I'm glad I have tile and I don't have carpeting. I know things are way out of focus there, guys. It's okay. So we're just putting in these actually resistors and then to flip it over to actually solder. Okay, so we got all of those in. Let's go ahead and solder those. I don't want it to get too much. Now I need to zoom back in for me to see better. So yeah, I enjoyed that school. I really enjoyed it. The Vry, oh my God, that was fun too. Smaller classes, different type of school. I did a little bit of machine language there, not too much, but we focused more on Pascal. At that time, there was a lot of mainframe systems or minis. We did JCL, COBOL. Oh, COBOL on a mainframe. Go figure. Um, I forgot what it was even called. CI something. Um, Dove into a little bit of networking. That was when PC networking was just starting to take off. But most of my stuff that I did on my own outside of college. I learned more programming. I became a certified Novell, uh, Microsoft, Cisco. I did all of their classes, all their training outside of university. Tell you what I learned in university and that I never really used again outside. Never did. Everything I used outside is stuff that I actually learned outside. So um, I'm self-taught better. so we got a couple more here to cut. Wire flying all over the place. Okay. So we are where? We are. Okay, so we got a 75 to put here. A 75 and a 75. We got 375 to put in. This is a 470 there. We got a 3K, 3K, 3K. So let's go find that 75. I mean, 75s I still got to put in. 1, 2, 3. And I have 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we'll put in all 375s. See, what time is it? 3:44 here. So, anyway, yeah, so my schooling was fun. We have gold on top, right? So we're going to continue with the gold on top. Sorry, I'm just bending all three of these off camera. Um, so, and recently, I mean, I continued my learning and doing programming work. I mean, I'm fluent in actually React, JavaScript. I've done quite a bit with that. Um, I did the actually code fellows classes and training, boot camp, and but I did a lot of React on my own. But I ended up getting out of the programming for now. I like more this stuff. I like more because this is hands-on. I mean, you can see the product. It is hardware. I mean, it's make it work. So, um, but yeah, I can do programming pretty well. I've always done quite a bit programming. I've done stuff in Visual Basic. I've done stuff in Delphi. Done stuff in C Sharp. Clipper, that's a variant of DBase. Okay. Programming is fun. I mean, but so much stuff changes, and so much stuff you gotta pay for now, and security things and checks and AP. No thanks. Okay, so those are on. Now we have to go do the. We have a 470 there and three Ks. The 470 is just one by itself. So let's put that in. We have gold. Yes, we do. So we'll put the gold on top. 470, where are you? Joe, why'd you put this one backwards? Like that. All the other ones you had facing. Three K, 3K, 3K, 2K, 3K. 3K. You got quite a few 3Ks, but I only need 3 right now. I have a gold that I can put on top. I think I do. So you see, we kept the consistency. All of them, gold is on top. So yeah, when I was in Georgia after high school, lived in Atlanta area. I was in actually Stone Mountain area, Decatur. Fun time. Good friends. Good actually girlfriends. But after a while, I left from there and I went to Tampa. I transferred and finished in University of South Florida, Tampa. Because my parents had a condo right behind the university that was empty now, so I could go there without having to pay rent. So that's what I did. Okay, let's go solder. We have this one by itself, and then those 3. So Tampa was fun too, but I kind of like the winters of actually Georgia. It was nice. Georgia on the weekends, I could disappear to the mountains. And there in Georgia, we wasn't far from actually South Carolina, North Carolina, Tennessee. Used to go up to Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, um, Charleston. Used to go all over the place. Used to go to Clemson, Athens, Georgia. Oh, the Bulldog girls are fun. But nothing against Georgia, but I kind of like the Clemson ones more. Don't know why. Anyway, okay, so I think we have them all here filled up now. So what we're left with now is this row of resistors right there. 1K, 3K, 1K, 2K. I guess that one's 620, 3K, 2K, 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 2K. Alright, so we have a bunch of I guess it really doesn't matter. We can just go down the line. I'll grab them off the stack and we just put them in. We'll solder them as we go. These are the 620s. 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. Okay. We have a gold. No. Okay. So then in '96, I stayed up in Tampa for a while working at a distribution courier company. Again in the computer side. Then it's out of focus now because it's a bit higher because of the transistor I just put in. Well, of the resistor. The next 620 is right there. So I stayed there, worked for them for a while. But then a job offer came to work here in Cayman. So I took it, and in '95 95 or 96. I came back to Cayman. Been here since. I think with 95 I started. In 96. 96. Started here in the IT department as a project manager, um, developer, programmer. So I basically took the place from the Stone Age to the Electronic Age. We went from pen and paper and pencil to using handheld terminals, racking in the warehouse. And now the ones that are running it are like, no, 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 we can't be doing all this. We don't need all this. They don't want technology. Older uneducated group that just doesn't see the vision and what it takes to do what you gotta do. 1K, let's see, 1K resistors. One, two, three, and there's three in here. There's the board, that's how it's looking like. So we have a 1K right there, right there. Next one is all the way down here. I have a gold, so we'll put that on top. One. Did I lose one again? I dropped it again. See you on the ground. Or did it stay in the, no, did it stay in the bag? It did stay in the bag. That one wasn't taped. There you are. You have gold? No, you don't have gold. Are you sure you're 1K? You look more like those 620s. Hmm. But you came out of the 1K bag. So we'll put you there by yourself since you're special. Where's the next 1K? Right here. So yeah, I mean, my job was very political, very positional, very always a bullseye on my back. But anyway, so be it. But still, I was there for 26 years. Did well, did what I had to. But when they started to want things that were built, broken down, and redone, and spend money for nothing, and pay off this person and that person, and start with some corruption and that, sorry, my name doesn't play that game. I don't play that game. I'm not gonna be the fall for any politician or any dirty director or anything else or board members that are that way. No way. So I could retire. I was able to do that. So guess what? Take this job and shove it. And I really surprised them. They never thought I would retire. They thought that I needed them. I needed that work. I mean, it was a good paying job, but you know what? Money isn't everything, and I'm alright the way I am. Don't need it. Look at how this coming along, folks. Look at this. Beautiful. Unfortunately, I won't be able to test it yet, though, because I don't have my threes. But at least we can build it. What's my next one? 2Ks. Let's put in these 3Ks, because there's only two of them, I think. One, two. Yeah. There are only two of them, so then we can finish with the 2Ks. This is the 3Ks. Gold. So you go on top. You see the theme we kept here? Gold on top. So we have a 3K right here. Then we have the other 3K right here. Okay. Snip, snip. So now I'm retired. I enjoy my life at home. I don't gotta wake up at 5:30 and leave home by 6 to fight the traffic on a small little island just to drive 5 miles for me to get to work. Where you have, if you don't leave by that time, if you leave any time after 6, don't expect to get to town. Don't expect to travel the 5 miles, 5 or 6 miles it is to town anytime soon because it will take you 2 hours. I don't gotta fight with that anymore. I mean, now if I need to go somewhere, I wait till after 9 o'clock. I don't go to town before 9. I don't leave home before 9 unless I have a flight. And right now, really, if I do have a flight, I'm there early. Oh, these are tiny. These are the 2Ks. And in the afternoon, it is reverse traffic. It's just as bad. So I used to go into work. I used to leave home before 6. I would be there by 6:30, and I would leave work at 3. Sometimes, well, a lot of times earlier, like at 2. And, but anyway, I'm glad I'm done working. I can help my mother. My father passed away about 5 years ago now. December 6th would be 5 years. 5 years already, jeez. Where does the time go? My whole father's generation siblings have all passed. So that means I'm next in line. Toucan, toucan. I'm gonna drop a lot of these in because they're right next to each other. Then I'll bend it over and spread out the legs. No pun intended. Bend it over and spread out the legs. No, it's not a sexual thing. It's an electronic language, an electronics lingual. Joe, if you watch this and you hear that, you'll be getting a laugh like crazy from it. I know. So I like these kits. I like them. That I don't like so much true hole stuff though. You can build this a lot smaller and simpler now using just some resistor packs. Probably a chip or something. But this weekend, Cayman's having an air show. We used to have them years ago. It's been about 20 years since we've had an air show here. But I remember going to the air show. Oh my God. And I said I would never do that again. But before they had it in the summer, it was so hot. So at least now it's not so hot because I mean I tell you, going to the airport, going on the grounds of the airport, seeing the planes, and then them all taking off and flying and do their thing they do. But really, the show itself, the aerial show, it's not much to see. Too many people, too much traffic. Ugh, no thank you. Not for me anymore. Okay, we have them all in. We're gonna go solder. Let's go. Let's go solder some things here. See, really, how much faster could I have done this, huh? How much faster could I have done it? Can't. You gotta take your. I mean, plus, why do I need to go faster? What race am I in? Am I making these two actually sell? No. I mean, blue actually scuzzies. I bought a buttload of them too from Joe. As a matter of fact, I've got 6 more coming. I buy them as a kit, and I put them together. And retired. I retired at 52, and I'm 53 now. So, still got many years of this ahead of me. So, Eric, want me to sell some blue scuzzies? Can I become a dealer? Can I become a reseller? Um, I can be international and I can be US. Joe, can I manufacture stuff for you and sell? Okay, there we are, folks. Let me get a little bit better focus for you. Alright, now what I want to do is I want to straighten up some of these. Yes, I'm a perfectionist, I'm sorry. My OCD is coming true. Okay, major components like that are done. Okay, now, shoot, I forgot which way it has to go. Yeah, like this. The male has to go on this end. Now, I can zoom this out now. Okay. If I'm not mistaken, the male end has to go here. Um, yeah, that's the Apple 3 RGB. And on the Apple 3, it is female, so the male has to go here. Yes. The way Joe did this is that this has to slide in between them. Just like that. Okay. I'm not putting on the socket yet because that's plastic and I do that last. Okay, so um, I have to zoom back in for me to solder to see better. Trying to see what's a better way of soldering this. I guess just like this. Really, there is no better way. Heat up the cup. Get solder in the cup and around it. Okay, now we go to this side. We do the same thing here. Oh yeah, yeah. This time here, I need Different way of doing it. Still interesting. It gets the job done, right? Okay. That one done. Now we have the male version on this end. That's the same thing too, but it's a bit tight. It's a bit tight to slide of go in there. Go over that, but it's done. Look at that. Beautiful, man. This thing's coming out nice. Now I do need to find out from Joe too about the ROM because I don't have the ROM, and if I need to make it, I need the stuff to make it. Okay, so let's go solder this one. Yeah, you can see the whole thing in there. Perfect, like that. I can see it too. Okay. Nice way to solder it. Okay. My stomach growling there. Okay, alright, that one on. Three more things to put on. We have the small CGA video one here, which is just like this. That's a 9-pin. That goes over here. Okay. This was a fun thing to build. Not that difficult. Everything very well documented, very well laid out. Joe, nicely done. Okay. Last connector is the composite and TSC, which that one goes on this side, just like this. I think I'll solder this side first because it holds it better. Okay, let's get one side, then I'll melt it and I'll adjust it. Okay. There we go. Socket. Last thing left is the socket. I hope some of this was in view. If it wasn't, I apologize. And so now I'm gonna put on a, how many hole is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 28 hole. 28, not 28 hole. 28. I prefer the machine one's better. That's too much. I think that's a socket you said, Joe, but this, now I gotta, what I do is I put a little bit of flux there, a little bit of flux in the opposite corner. I put a little bit of solder on my iron, just like this. And I'll come and tap that one. That one, that's to secure it. Okay, now I'll come and solder the rest. Okay, one side done. Fortunately, I don't have the ROM I need to put in here yet. I need to see if I need to program that or if I need to buy one or take it from something else. One thing that's been crossing my mind that I read about this Apple III might be that 6522 chip that's giving me trouble. Okay, and I'm still missing that 100 picofarad that's gotta go there. I don't think one has to go here because when I look online at his samples, there is no capacitor there. Um, 1 UF, but what voltage? So I think I'm gonna go ahead and put in that 100 nanofarad there. I have them, so I might as well put it in. 100. Okay, that's the 101. No, 100 nano. That's this one. Kind of a big sucker to go in there. Alright, let's solder this last piece. Snip, snip. I don't know, this is the last snip, snip. Put solder away, I can put flux away, I can put tweezers away. I can put my pick away, and now I come clean. Okay. So we have a done unit. Baggage there. There's a Ziploc bag. You have I do have the case for this. Here you are. Yeah, I do have the little case for it. Anyone looking for me? Not on WhatsApp, Messenger, no. Mail. Nope, but I do need to check that eBay one. I may buy those. Okay. So, case. Plastic screws and nuts. Let's zoom in a little bit here. Printing case, I love it. I have my Anycubic or whatever. I don't remember all the names to it. This Joe. That's something that I still need to do that wrong, so I'll go ahead and put this on, and I can always. Oh, our floppy emu had an update too, and I haven't even done mine yet. I did put the latest on all of my blue scuzzies, the one that allows the transfer. Updated my images with the transfer, with the software on it, so it's on all of my. Nice. Look at this. So this connects to the Apple 3 side. You can connect a monitor there, a CGA here, or a composite here. Okay, so this is built, guys. That's it. I mean, not much to it. A fun project. I really enjoyed it. It was nice. I don't have no way of testing it yet because I don't have my Apple 3 running. But and I don't have the ROM, so I need to go watch Joe's video on this to see about the ROM and just send him an email and see. Um, Joe, thank you for a well designed item. I haven't tested it yet, but we'll see. The other one, there's something else too I want to get, but I don't remember who makes it. I need to check and see. It's been on Adrian's channel, Digital Basement, the RGB to HDMI thing or something like that. I want to get one of those. But that there can work with just about anything and everything, and I need to try to get some sort of video capture device uh, that I can capture these Mac ones coming out and that. So anyway, um, I'm gonna end this video here. It's already been an hour and 48 minutes. So if you like this is nothing special on this video. This is just making a kit, making the Apple 3. What does he call it? This is the Universal Video Board for Apple 3. It will take the video of it and convert it and allow you to put out composite, CGA, or for the other Apple monitors. So nice actually device. Thank you, Joe. Anyway, folks, thank you. If you like this video, do a thumbs up, comments, suggestions. Nothing special with this video. Like I said, it's nothing about repairing. I wanted to do something different today. But I will be getting back into actually repairing. That Apple 3 has me thinking. I need to think about some stuff with it. So anyway, thank you, folks. Y'all have a good afternoon, good evening, good morning, good night, good day, whichever way it is, and what part of the world and what time you're watching this. All right, thanks, everyone. Bye bye.